Once you suddenly stop, your body on a car will move. Bakit kaya? Ano kaya yung rason bakit once yung car nag-stop, nag-sudden stop, yung katawan mo will move forward. At pag bigla namang umarangkada, yung katawan mo will move backward. Ano kaya yung dahilan? Alamin po natin yan dito sa video ito. Hey everyone, welcome to Sir Fox Learning Channel. For today's video, pag-aaralan po natin laws of motion ni Isaac Newton. So ano-ano nga ba yung mga laws of motion ni Isaac Newton? Naalala niyo pa ba? Hindi niyo na naalala, tunghayan niyo yan dito sa video ito. Kung bago ka sa channel na ito, huwag mong kalimutan mag-subscribe at i-hit ang notification bell para updated ka sa mga susunod ko pong video lessons. Happy learning, everyone!
Good day, everyone. Welcome to Sir Fox Learning Channel. Ano galit? Galit? Papaliwanag lang. For today's video, we will study Newton's laws of motion. Okay? Our learning target here is to state Newton's laws of motion. What are the laws of motion? Can you still remember those? How many laws there are? Alamin po natin yan as we go along with our discussion. Sinasabi ng iba, alam ko na yan. Alam ko na yung mga laws of motion na yan. But, probably, they don't know what does those law means. That's why, iisa-isahin po natin yan. We will differentiate it kung paano nga ba natin ma-distinguish yung first law from second law from third law at kung paano po natin yan i-apply in our daily lives. The first law stated, an object at rest will stay at rest and an object in motion will stay in motion at a constant velocity unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Sabi po yan ni Isaac Newton at tinawag niya itong law of inertia. Object at rest will stay at rest. Object in motion will continually in motion unless there is a force act on it. For example daw, halimbawa daw, yung mga pumpkins, squash, paano mag-a-apply yan ng law of inertia? Pag inilagay mo yan sa kusina o sa lababo, for instance, or sa mesa, sa table, at hindi mo ginawala yan, it will not move. And there is inertia on it. Sabi nga ni Isaac Newton, inertia is the tendency of an object nagalit no? To resist change in its velocity. Yung golf ball. Pag tinira mo yan, what a word tinira. It will continually move, sabi ni Isaac Newton, unless there is a force or force which act on it. Pero, pag inilagay mo naman yan sa T, it will sit on forever unless there is a force act on it. So, that's law of inertia. Now, why then we observe everyday objects in motion slowing down, becoming motionless seemingly without an outside force? Ito yung na-discover ni Galileo Galilei. The opposing force. Hindi natin nakikita yung opposing force. But there's always an opposing force, which Galileo called it as friction. Objects on Earth, unlike frictionless space the moon travels through, are under the influence of friction. That's why every moving object tends to slow down because of this friction. Ayan. At may apat na main type ng friction. The sliding friction sa mga ice skating. Rolling friction sa mga bowling, for instance. Fluid naman sa mga air or liquid. Static friction naman sa mga rough surface like when you push a cabinet. Okay? Once, for example, when you slide a book, what type of friction is present? A. Rolling, static, fluid, sliding. The answer is static. Static. In the absence of force or friction, the book would continue in motion with the same speed and direction. At may forever kapag walang friction. Diba? Kapag walang friction, may forever. Hindi kayo nag-aaway. Hindi kayo nagbabangayan. May forever. Pero pag may friction lagi, it will stop. Motion will tend to stop. Kaya dapat wala lagi kayong friction para magkaroon kayo ng forever. Okay? Ayan. That applies Newton's law of inertia. Pansinin mo pag nasa isang sasakyan ka, bakit once yung sasakyan suddenly stop, your body moves forward because your body still in motion. However, the car stopped, but your body is still in motion. In that case, applies law of inertia. A body at rest will remain at rest. A body in motion will continually in motion. So, di ba, dalawang body kayo na nagmo-move sa car, yung car at saka ikaw. Pero once the car bumps on a wall, for instance, the car will stop pero ikaw will still move. Like yung ipinapakita sa video na to. Okay? The second law is law of acceleration. The net force of an object is equal to the product of its mass and acceleration, or mathematically expressed as force times mass times acceleration. So, kailangan ko ditong magpakita sa inyo ng saan na ba yun? May kailangan akong gawin. Kasi, kailangan ko mag-annotation. Ayan. Kailangan ko magsulat ng number. Number ba? Number. Anong color? Pwede mo kasing i-derive to. Force. Gawin natin blue. Kasi, hindi makita. Ayan. Is equal to mass times acceleration. You can derive this. For example, ang hinahanap mo is M. Ito. Anong gagawin mo? Just simply divide both sides by A. A. And cancel this. The formula of mass is force over acceleration. Ganun din, kung ang hinahanap ay acceleration, kung yan yung hinahanap, ganun lang din yung gagawin. A, F is equals to mass times acceleration. Just divide both sides by M. Cancel mo yung M. Your formula of acceleration is force over mass. Okay? So may mga formula na tayo Nandiyan na. Pag force is equal to mass times acceleration. Pag mass, force times acceleration. Pag acceleration, force over mass. Force over acceleration, force over mass. Okay? The unit of force is Newton. So Isaac Newton formulated here a conversion factor that for every 1 Newton is equal to 1 kilogram that meters per second squared. Okay? Example, how much force is needed to accelerate 1,400 kilograms of car 2 meters per second squared? Yung kanyang acceleration. Ano yung kanyang force? By substitution with the formula, force is equals to your mass, 1,400 kilograms times acceleration 2 meters per second squared. Just multiply 2 times 1,400 is equal to 2,800 kilograms meters per second squared, or Newton. Newton's second law proves that different masses accelerate to Earth at the same rate but with different force. So na-prove po yan ni Galileo. Big or heavy or light, parehas lang daw yan. Yung kanyang speed towards the ground. Pero magkaiba yung force. Kasi iba yung impact ng heavy material from light material. Kaya magkaiba yung force. Halimbawa, yan, si Isaac Newton nabagsakan ng apple. Comparing sa grapes. Saan yung mas masakit bumagsak sa ulo? Apple or grapes? Saan mas masakit mahulog? Siyempre, masakit mahulog sa taong hindi naman nahulog sa'yo. Now, let's check your understanding. Kanina, gumawa ako ng mga formulas. I-apply niyo yan dyan. If you can. So, we have 4 problems to answer. Ayan. Force is just a push or pull. Ito rin yung hindi naintindihan ni Aristotle. Sabi niya, kapag pinush mo or pinul yung isang bagay, that's violent motion. Pero sabi ni Galileo, it is a force. Hindi yan violent motion. That is a horizontal motion. The third law and the last law, so we have 3 laws. Law of inertia, law of acceleration, and the last law, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. At tinawag po ito ni Isaac Newton na law of interaction. According to Newton, whenever objects A and B interact with each other, they exert forces upon each other. When you sit in your chair, your body exerts downward force on the chair, and the chair exerts an upward force on your body. Kaya kawawa naman yung upuan mo. Hindi mo nakikita, hirap na. Bakit hirap na hirap? Kailangan niyang mag-exert ng force equal sa bigat mo. Tayo-tayo rin pag may time. Para hindi mapagod yung upuan mo. Pag napagod yung upuan mo, mamaya bibigay na yan. There are 2 forces resulting from this interaction, a force on the chair and a force on your body. These 2 forces are called action and reaction forces. Sa fish, consider the propulsion of fish through the water. A fish uses its fins to push water backwards. In turn, the water reacts by pushing fish forwards. Just imagine that even fishes uses law of interaction. Propelling the fish through the water. The size of the force on the water equals the size of the force on the fish. The direction of the force on the water is opposite the direction of the force on the fish. Pero meron silang equal interaction, reaction and interaction. O yung mga yung mga lumilipad, gumagamit din po sila ng third law of motion, law of interaction. pati manananggal, pati aswang, nag-a-apply din ng third law. Flying gracefully through the air, birds depend on Newton's third law of motion. As the birds push down on the air with their wings, the air pushes their wings up and gives them lift. Yun naman pala. So kaya pala pinupush ng mga birds yung kanilang pakpak para makalipad sila. At yung pakpak nila ay tinutulak ng hangin kaya sila nakakalipad ng mataas. Consider the flying motion of birds. A bird flies by use of its wings. The wings of the birds push air downwards. In turn, the air reacts by pushing the bird upwards. The size of the force on the air equals to the size of the force on the bird. The direction of the force on the air is opposite the directional force on the bird. So action-reaction force pairs make possible for birds to fly. Yan, nagliparan na sila. Baseball forces. So equal reaction din po yan. Once the base bat hit the baseball, there is interaction. Boxing, lahat ng badminton, for example, football, even motion of cars on the way to school. A car is equipped with wheels which spins backwards. As the wheels spin backwards, they grip the road and push the road backwards. Parang yung tayo rin. Actually, we always use third law of motion. Once we walk, pinupush ng heel natin yung ground para tayo makapag-move forward. So that's already law of interaction, the third law of motion. The reaction of rocket is an application of the third law of motion. Various fuels are burned in the engine producing hot gases, and the hot gases push against the inside tube of the rocket and escape out the bottom of the tube. As the gases move downward, the rocket moves in all opposite direction. Ganun pala yun. Like for example, once you push the wall or you hit the wall, there's again law of interaction. Okay? So the laws of motion by Isaac Newton are law of inertia. A body at rest will remain at rest or will continually move unless a force acts on it. Law of acceleration. Force is directly proportional to its acceleration and mass. Lastly, law of interaction. For every action, there is always equal but opposite reaction. Okay? So much for that. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, nakatulong po ito sa ating mga distance learners, grade 11 distance learners who are taking physical science. At kung bago ka sa channel na ito, huwag mong kalimutang mag-subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you for supporting my channel. At i-hit ang notification bell all para updated ka sa mga susunod ko pong video. Happy learning!